Hey everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. And if you are returning, welcome back. Guys, I am here today with probably the second most amazing thing that I've ever unboxed on my channel. I am here with none other than the Temperature Project sneak peek / first look from Diamond Art Studio UK. I was so privileged, I guess. I was so happy, touched, pick an adjective, that Diamond Art Studio UK asked me to show this to you on my channel. Most of you know I have been doing a temperature project, if you've been following me, for 2025. I have the first half of the year completed, January through June, and I will be pulling that out to work on it the first week in October so I can finish the next quarter, the third quarter, and get July, August, and September done and ready to go. I've loved it. I already decided that I was going to do a new one, and Diamond Art Studio UK just made it really simple for me. Don't know what a temperature project is, not quite sure what I'm talking about. Stay tuned because I'm going to show this to you and I'm going to give you all the details. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to go and get this out of the bubble wrap it was shipped in, and I will be right back with you. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, I got it out of the bubble wrap. This is also the first time that I've received a shipment from Diamond Art Studio UK that way. It was wrapped in the really big, thick bubble wrap, and then it had a plastic sheeting wrapped around that. Personally, I think that is actually a little better. I think it's going to protect it more from the elements than just putting a box inside a box, because it's got that plastic sheeting. So unless it gets waterlogged, it's going to just run right off of it. So I don't know if that's because this was a sneak peek for me or if that is how they are shipping individual kits going forward. That I'm not sure of, but I'm going to give you some details before we break into this package. So this package, this kit, along with, I think it's a total of 11 pre-orders, but this one along with 10 other kits, please don't quote me on that, are up for pre-order. They are going on sale. The pre-orders will start tonight, which might actually be this afternoon because they are in the UK. So I'm filming this on Friday. It is quite possible, on the 19th, and it is quite possible that at the time of filming, they might be available right now with the time difference. But this is going up Saturday morning, bright and early. So the pre-orders will be live, and you'll be able to go in and pre-order any of the new 11 kits, including this one, between now and midnight, September 28th, which is a Sunday. Now, they are talking midnight UK time. I am on the East Coast, so midnight UK time for me is 6 p.m. on Sunday. So keep that in mind, guys, that is the time difference. They are 6 hours ahead of the Eastern Shore. So if you are in the Eastern Shore of the United States, UK is ahead of us by 6 hours, okay? So do yourself a favor and just make sure that if you're going to pre-order that you do it by Saturday, the 27th. That way you don't have to worry about the pre-order time. It'll be good. And guys, you're going to want, if you have any interest in doing a temperature project, which I will explain for those of you that don't know what that is, you're not going to want to pass this one up. To have a company do it where you don't have to source your materials is amazing. So you have everything you need right here to just sit down and start a temperature project. All right, let's go and do this like an unboxing. And as I'm unboxing it, I will show you the different features and what makes a temperature project a temperature project. So the first thing is how it is shipped. I told you what kind of container it came in or how it was packaged for shipping. Your kits will always be individually wrapped in brown wrapping paper with a purple bow that we are going to undo. And then it will have a little card that is attached that says, "Thank you for your purchase, Diamond Art Studio. Diamond Art Studio UK Ltd. We pride ourselves on offering the highest quality diamond painting kits available straight from our UK warehouse. Stay updated with our latest offers and designs. www.diamondartstudio.co.uk is their website. And then their Facebook page is www.facebook.com/DiamondArtStudioUK/. All right, so I suggest also joining their Facebook group, and that way you get a preview of everything coming out. I have done multiple kits from Diamond Art Studio UK. I did one just back in July, so recently. There is a Diamond Art Studio UK playlist on my channel. So you can go to my channel and you can go down and find that playlist, and then you can see every kit that I've done from Diamond Art Studio UK. I've done their chart to art, which are cross-stitch conversions essentially made for diamond painting, where everything is sourced together. And now they're going to be doing a temperature project. All right, let's go and flip this over. And the next thing you're going to see is Indy approved. Indy is their golden retriever mascot. I think Indy is a year and a half old now. I don't think she's 2 yet. But something that's really cool is that one of the previews and the pre-orders this time around is actually a piece of artwork that was done that is Indy. So it's her own portrait, and Diamond Art Studio UK did not want to profit off of the production of a painting of their dog. So all proceeds are going to a charity for, I don't know what the charity is. It might be on the Facebook group, but I don't remember. But all of the previews of that, pre-orders and profits from the sale of that kit are going to the charity. All right, so Indy has approved this. So that gives me peace of mind. And yes, obviously I am being sarcastic, but you know, it kind of does, because I love dogs and I think dogs are smarter than humans most of the time. They are definitely more empathetic. All right. So now we have our beautiful branded box. I love these boxes. I apologize for any glare from the lights, but it's super shiny. So we've got the Diamond Art Studio box. On the side, it says high quality painting canvas, poured glue and resin drills, and premium toolkit. What this means is the high quality painting canvas, you're going to get to see it in a minute, but it's going to be the soft lint, sturdy canvas with scalloped edges and poked to prevent fraying. Poured glue means it's going to have the clear plastic cover sheet on it. And resin drills means that the drills are made out of resin, not acrylic like most budget kits do. And then there is a premium toolkit. I'm not sure if there's a toolkit in here or not, because Diamond Art Studio UK is one of those companies where you can opt out of the toolkit. I usually do, but they might have included one since this is a sneak peek, so I could show you. Then down here at the bottom, there is a picture of the toolkit. It looks like we have a boat, some blue wax in a container, some tweezers, a soft comfort grip for our pen, and then 2 multi-placers, and then a picture of what the resin drills look like. On the end here, which is a little difficult for me to show you, let me try and do it this way, is a picture of the kit along with its model number. Then the other edge of the box has all of their socials, their website, their Instagram, and their Facebook group. It has the warning and choking hazard. It was made in China, as in most, I want to say 90% of diamond paintings are. And then your instructions. Unroll the canvas, lay on a flat surface, peel back part of the plastic film, pour out your first drill color into the tray, dip your pen into the wax, and then gently press the tip against the faceted side of a drill to pick it up. Gently press the drill against the corresponding symbol on the canvas. Pull the pen away from the drill. Repeat the process until the entire canvas is complete. Very, very simple. All right, let's pull this out. Oh, I'm so excited. I want it to be January now because I want to be able to start it. All right, so we're going to pull that out. I'm going to keep unrolling here. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, and then 2 packs of drills. All right. Because this is poured glue, I can roll it back on itself to help it lay flat. Now, if you were to hang this up or to just roll it out onto your table. You could get it to lay flat in probably an hour or so. I gotta move this stuff out of the way so we can get this down. All right, let's move that. But because it is poured glue, if you roll it back on itself, voila, it is almost completely flat. Now, this is bigger than my table. And the, well, it's actually, well, yeah, it is a little bigger than my table. But it's bigger than the view for the camera. So let me try and zoom out some. Give me a second here. Let's see if, all right, I'm out as far. Can I lift this? Oh, you guys got to see my belly. All right, it's sideways, but we've got a bookshelf with all kinds of different like potion bottles on it. It looks like there's some plants and stuff on it. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I will put some B-roll in here so that you guys can see it up close. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this plastic cover back about halfway. The wrinkles that you saw are not in the canvas. See, they're gone. They are in the plastic cover because it shifts on the glue while it's rolled and in shipment. So see, look, beautiful. Then we're going to spin it around the other way. And I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe if I can grab a hold of the plastic. All right, let's get this back. I go halfway because you don't want to pull it all the way off or you're going to have a lot of trouble getting it back on unless you're planning on covering it in release papers. All right, all the wrinkles are gone. And not only are the wrinkles gone, but now it's laying even flatter than it was before. All right, guys, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to go and take a video so that you can see this close up and add in a picture. And then I'll be right back to go over all the features. Don't go anywhere. Isn't it beautiful, guys? It is so pretty. It is such a pretty canvas. And that's without the colors. I'm so excited about this. So let's go and take our measurement first and make sure that it is true to size. So I'm going to get that down. And we are at 44.9 centimeters. They say it's 45, so I'm going to go with true to size. And then let's turn it here, and then I can measure the length, which part of it is raised up on something, so it's going to be a little hard for me to get this all the way. But we are at 74.9. So I'm going to call that true to size. We are off by a millimeter on both sides. So I'm not going to quibble about that. All right. So our canvas is the thick, heavy, soft lint background. It is a little sturdier than some of the other canvases. It's not as flimsy, which I really like. We've got our scalloped and poked edges. This prevents fraying because if you've ever done a budget kit, most of the time they don't have this and they fray very easily. We've got Diamond Art Studio UK Ltd and their logo. On the right side, we have our thumbnail with the size and our legend, 23 colors. Then as we scoot down on the left side, we have the same legend. And then at the bottom, we've got their Facebook and Instagram, their website where you can order. And then this is one of the most important features to me. It says temperature chart, Copyrighted by Teeny Weeny Cross Stitch for Diamond Art Studio UK. And then Teeny Weeny, I love that they put their logo on as well. I think that's a really nice touch. What this means is that Teeny Weeny Cross Stitch has not only given their permission for them to use this artwork, but they are being financially compensated for it. So I think that's really awesome that Teeny Weeny is working with them. Diamond Art Studio UK only sells licensed premium diamond paintings. Now, what else came with our kit? We've got a sticker sheet. This whole thing is one giant sticker. You can cut out the image for your logbook. And then these are all pre-cut stickers. So you can just pull them off and stick them onto whatever container or storage system you're going to use. If you've been following my channel, you know that I like kitting up into trays. I will not be kitting this up into trays because it is a year-long project. So I will probably be using Elizabeth Ward containers to kit this up. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then when you get down here, we've got alpha letters. We've got A, D, F, G, H, J, M. Then we have R, T, U. And then we go into symbols. We've got a music note, %sign, plus symbol, equal symbol, question mark, Mercedes symbol, anchor, what I call the nunchucks, and then an up arrow. So the nice thing is that none of these symbols are going to be mistaken for anything else. From symbol legend number 5 through 23, these symbols are all what is already pre-charted for your background or any embellishments, the cork tops on all the bottles. You might say, okay, Heather, explain the chart to me. Let's do that. Each row is a month. This is January, February, March, April, etc. So each shelf represents another month of the year. Each bottle represents a day of that month. So we've got 1. For January, there's 31 days. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Your colored symbols are all background. So you could start out each month by doing all of the background and then you just have to fill in the bottles. You could go through and decide to do the background on the entire shelf kit and have all the shelves done. However you want to do it, or you could do it day by day, week by week, month by month. You could decide to work on it in quarters. You're going to sit down and do January, February, and March all at the same time. Whatever you like. It is up to you how you decide that you want to work it. Personally, I'm going to work it as a temperature chart. You could use it to track other things other than temperature. You could track how many hours a day you spend diamond painting. You could track an exercise regimen. You could track books that you read, etc. I'm going to do a temperature project. Every day, I am going to make each bottle have the highs and the lows for that day. I am going to make symbol 1 and 2 be the lows for the day, and 3 and 4 be the highs for the day. You can decide to break down your ranges however you want. You've got 4 colors for each range. There is an instruction sheet in here. Each shelf represents a month. We went through that. For example, the top shelf is January, the next shelf below is February, etc., etc. Each bottle represents a day regardless of the size of the bottle. Some bottles are big, some bottles are small. Each bottle uses 2 to 4 colors. The symbols of the ranges are the numbers 1 through 4. 1 is the lightest, 4 is the darkest. So if we jump down here to the color ranges, so you've got 4 shades of orange, 4 shades of yellow, green, blue. You can decide how many you want to use, okay? And you decide what you want the ranges to be. I happen to live in an area where we get below 0 temperatures and we get above 100-degree temperatures. I've decided to make each color family a 25-degree range. So blue is going to be below 0 to 25. Green is going to be 26 to 50. Yellow is going to be 51 to 75, and orange is going to be 76 to 100 or over. That is how I'm going to decide to divide it up. I have decided, well, hold on, before I get into that. Before you start on the project, it is important to decide on the temperature range for each color. We have provided drills for 4 ranges of temperatures, but you can always add additional color ranges yourself. If you want a wider variety of ranges, you can buy extra drills and you can make it a wider range. I'm going to stick with this one with the colors and the ranges provided. Well, the ranges aren't provided, but with the colors, and break it down myself. For example, the hottest could be 25 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 77 degrees Fahrenheit and above. Then down to 15 to 24 degrees Celsius, then down to 5 to 14, and the coldest are 4 degrees and below. It is best to check your average temperature throughout the year to find a fitting range. I use timeanddate.com is what I use to get my history of the highs and lows for each day. I'm going to do this where I am tracking both the highs and the lows. So let's say, for example, that January 1st is the high for that day is 20 degrees Fahrenheit and the low is 4. Well, I'm going to break this down between 0 and 25, like I said. So the highs, I'm going to do symbol 3 and 4 because these are the darker colors. I want the darker colors to be the warmer colors. So I'm going to do symbol 3 and symbol 4s on the bottle for my highs. And I will do a mixture of those in there. I'll make all the 3s one color and all the 4s the other color. And that's going to represent the highs for the day. Whereas the lows for the day will be the symbol 1 and 2. So that will represent my cold days. Now, what if I just want to do the high temperature for the day? All right, let's say I do that. And maybe I will because it gets a little confusing otherwise. So let's say that the high was 20 degrees for that day, like I said. That's going to probably fall in my symbol 4. So I'm going to make this whole bottle $7.97. I'm going to ignore the 1, 2, 3, 4 on it. And I'm just going to make that whole bottle that color. Okay? Or like I said, I could make these 2 for the highs and these 2 for the low. And I could mark it that way. You have so many different ways that you can do this for yourself. You can do that. You use those color ranges for the entire year, which is what I recommend, especially if this is the first time you've done a temperature project. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't make it too difficult starting out. But if you are very familiar with doing temperature projects and you want to make it more challenging or do a more specific and generalized, go for it. You can do every month. You can make every month a different color. And then just divide those colors in and make one row blue, one row orange, one row yellow, whatever. You can do the entire kit in nothing but blues if you don't like the colors chosen. You can add colors if you don't like the colors chosen for you. A wide variety of things that you can do. The possibilities are literally endless. Now, I'm not going to just throw this out there and then let y'all flap in the wind trying to figure this out. On my channel, starting the end of December, I will have a kit up and I will go through how I am planning on working the kit. we're not going to talk about that today, exactly how I'm going to do it or how I'm going to break it all down, because I don't want to overwhelm anyone and I don't want it to become confusing. So stay tuned for another video near the end of December where I will go into greater detail, or it might be the beginning of January, but I will go into detail as to how I plan on working mine. I will be doing a video every month on how this is going and working with you guys. I might even decide to make the very first one a live. We'll see. A lot can happen between now and then. But I am going to be here to help you through working on this kit. You're not going to have to work on it without some backup or someone to help you if you should get stuck. My Diamond Tribe, I will be doing an event for next year for the temperature project. It is a project that we are going to be working on together. So if you would like to join my Patreon, the link is down below. You can join and you can be a part of the magic and be part of working on this as a group. It's going to be really cool for us because we are all over the world to be able to finish and everyone be able to see what we did and what the different temperature ranges are for every place. That's going to be a lot of fun. The backgrounds. You can do each background every month when you do a shelf. You can do the whole thing at one time. You can do a quarter at a time. Whatever makes you happy. Some information about the kit. The kit is going to run 65 pounds. In US dollars, that is approximately $83.71, give or take. You will receive 23 symbols on the canvas, and there are 35 colors supplied due to the customizing. They did not include any special drills. There is no ABs, no fairy dust, etc., because it's so customizable of you to be able to make it however you want, but feel free to add any if you want to. Once again, I don't suggest doing that if you are a newbie to diamond painting or a newbie to doing a temperature project. Keep it simple, stupid for this first one. They didn't add specialty drills as well because it makes it kind of pricey. Okay. And it was already pricey because of the size of the kit. They didn't want to add additional money. There are enough of each of the 4 color ranges to completely cover the whole drill field. So if you want the whole thing to be shades of blue, there is enough blues for you to cover the entire canvas. So you should have plenty of leftover drills if you end up doing multiple different colors and using those. We've discussed the primary 4 ways of doing this. Number 1, allocate the 4 ranges for the whole year. Number 2, you can allocate color ranges per month by taking the average temperature range for that month. If you do that, that should make each shelf more colorful because you will have all 4 different color families in a month. But then that doesn't give a true representation of the whole year at a glance. You can do that if that's what you want. There's nothing to say that you can't do that. Personally, I'm going to make my color ranges for the entire year. I want to have as close to a representation of each month as I can. If you like the color blue, like I said, there is enough color ranges. You could do the entire kit in a solid color. Not a solid DMC, but a solid color family. Like you could do the blues and use all 4 of those and it would finish the whole page. You can change the color or add color ranges to your liking. So if you don't like these colors or say you want more, there's no purple in it. I don't know why there was no purple in it, but they didn't do any purple. So I could add purple if I want to. Totally, completely up to you, how you want to work it. Okay? So that is completely and totally up to you. They've given you some ideas. There's going to be information that comes in here with this information, about different ways to do it. But at the end of the day, it is your choice to decide how you want to work this. Like I said, you don't have to do it just for temperatures. If you want to use it to track something else, go for it. There's so many different ways that you could do this. All right, let's go and take a look at our drills really quick. So you've got the different shades and the different colors. So there is 4 different shades of orange, yellow, 4 shades of oranges, 4 shades of green, 4 shades of blue. This is your bottle colors are in here. This is the background colors. 2 of these, though, this dark blue and this dark green, are actually in both. You'll find that in the background, and you will find that in, those are the 2, the highest blue and the highest green, okay, as part of your hottest temperatures in that color range. There are a ton of drills here, guys, lots and lots and lots. the browns, and this is $33.71. We've got lots of $9.39. That's all the background. That's the back of the shelf. You've got the colors for the corks are in here. The colors for the actual shelves are in here. So you've got tons and tons of drills. You've got the model number. It tells you it's 2 of 2, and this one is 1 of 2. So you've got everything you need here to complete this project. Like I said, this is going to be something that I'm going to be working on next year. I'm going to be working on it alongside quite a few members of the Diamond Tribe. So we are going to be doing it as a group and working on it, and you are more than welcome to join us. I will be putting up videos for everyone showing how I decide to do it and going into greater detail later, getting down to the nitty-gritty, the math, all of that stuff. I don't want to cover that today. Now, you might be asking yourself about shipping. They have reopened shipping. As of the filming of this video, this kit is available for pre-order, along with 11 other images, I think. I think it's 12 total. It might only be 11, but I'm pretty sure it's 12. The pre-order will end on September 28th at midnight. It is a Sunday. That is not midnight USA time. That is midnight UK time. So my suggestion, make sure if you're going to pre-order, do it by the 27th of September. Okay? So do it by the 27th of September. That way you don't have to worry about time change. Okay? Shipping is going to be 20 pounds for one kit, $19.99. That actually is going to work out to, give me a second here. So it's $19.99 in pounds, $26.94. So $27 approximately for shipping for one kit. For every additional kit, it's $1.67 in pounds, so probably 3 something to add another kit. You save on shipping by purchasing more than one kit at a time. But to be honest, $27 to ship a kit from the UK here is not bad. I know you might be thinking, well, that makes it 100 and something US dollars for one kit. Yeah. But guys, I have a discount code for Diamond Art Studio UK. Dragonfly 10. It's right here on the screen. Dragonfly 10 will save you 10% off this kit. So you are looking at saving about half of the shipping. Okay? Diamond Art Studio UK, when you make an account and make purchases, you earn reward points, and then you can redeem those for things like free shipping or a deduction off your kit total, etc. Now keep in mind, you cannot use my code along with any other code or with any other reward promo, okay? I do not make money off of purchases made with my affiliate code of Dragonfly 10. I earn additional reward points. So that's what I get for anytime you use my code. Okay? All right. Any other questions that I can think that you guys might want to ask? I don't think of anything right now. Guys, don't walk. Run very quickly and go and grab this. They are expecting to have them shipped out. They're going for an 8-week turnaround. Okay? They are going to place the order on the 29th of September. Everything will be placed, and they're going 8 to 12 weeks for the turnaround. They're hoping that'll get closer to 8. But they will then be shipped to the UK, and then from the UK, they will be shipped out to you. Okay? So order now. Will they have some in stock when they receive the shipment? Yes, they are going to order some and have them in stock. But they cannot guarantee that they'll be able to get it to you by the beginning of the year. So please keep that in mind. So try not to delay. I mean, technically, you could order it in February of next year. Use timeanddate.com to go back, and then you can get your January temperatures then. They're not going anywhere. And keep in mind, you don't have to track them manually for yourself. You put in your zip code and you do the time range, and then they tell you. They provide all that information for you. Okay? I hope to see a lot of you join me and the Diamond Tribe in working on this. I hope a lot of you decide to join the Diamond Tribe. I hope you guys are as excited about working on this as I am. I cannot wait. I almost wish that I could, I mean, technically I could start it now and start working on the background if I want. I'm not going to, but technically I could. But I can't wait to see everyone's ranges and see everyone's finished project and see how the temperature varies from one place to another across this globe. Guys, thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please go and hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Have you done a temperature project before? Are you planning on grabbing this? Are you interested in joining the Diamond Tribe? Any of those questions would be wonderful for you to answer. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me a seasonal emoji. What's your favorite season? Snowflake, flower, pumpkin, summer sun. Leave an emoji letting me know what your favorite season is. And if you can, you could hit that hype button so that this gets pushed out to more people. I would really greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, guys, please remember that without the darkness, we'd never get to see the stars. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next video. Stay tuned. It's going to be a great year. Bye.